All right. I just wanted to show real quick how you can combine IBR flows with task management. So first of all, let's just look at a simple IBR here. Let's look at a normal customer service IBR here as an example. Obviously, call comes in to whatever phone number we're setting up. You have business hours all lined up. And then whenever you open, it goes into an opening message, maybe some disclaimers. And then you go into wait for agent node, where you can basically set up every possible scenario. You can have hold music there. You can have different tiers that after 10 seconds it says this, after 25 seconds it says this, after 50 seconds it says this, and so on. You can obviously have, when it's closed, you can do something like, okay, press 1 if you want to have an immediate callback, press 2 if you just want to leave a voicemail, and you can obviously combine it every which way you want to. What's really powerful is if you think about the wait for agent, what you can do is you can actually come in here and say, hey, I want to tier this and have someone wait and listen to hold music all the way till a specific tier. And after a specific tier is reached, I can say something like, if you would rather not wait, press 1. So you can suddenly combine DTMF inputs for letting the consumer decide if they want to get out of the waiting queue and then, for example, say, hey, hold on, call back in 15 minutes. So you can tell them, hey, I don't want to wait in queue, but I want to be called. I want to give the option to be called, which kind of creates more stickiness with the consumer. And then obviously you can create a callback. Or you say, hey, no, they don't want this. Or if you're through the wait and it exceeded and went over the time you want to let the consumer wait, you can even do and send that call somewhere else to an external number, let someone's cell phones ring. And if they're not answering after 20 seconds and the consumer's still here, you can have them go to voicemails. You can set up the IVR however you want to. Where this gets now really powerful is now someone hits an IBR. Someone decides, I want to be called back in the next 15 minutes. That isn't really an IBR where they say something. This is really a task that gets scheduled for you and your team to then do that 50-minute callback. And you want to track and you want to know who requested a callback and did we do the callback and then who are we signing it to. And this is now combining IBR with task management. So let's swap over real quick into our task management. I've already prepared and created 2 task categories. One is the 50-minute callback. We could put a description down here. We basically say whenever this task gets created, this one gets due in 50 minutes. So our goal is to call that person back in 50 minutes. We can now do some more naming, make a name that contains the person's phone number. No one can really create that task by themselves, but I want to assign that task all the time to my customer success team. So they are responsible for making those outbound calls. We could now assign it to a special team, to one specific person, whoever we think is responsible for it. We could even add like oversight teams. We can decide who gets notified on it. So in this case, we say everyone gets notified that is assigned to the task. And then we also say when the task gets due, we also want to send out a notification again. And we even want to send out 5 minutes before the task gets due another notification if the task didn't start yet or isn't completed. And then obviously we have our kind of outcomes for the task. The same thing we do for our voicemail callbacks. If we look at our example here, we either have the 15-minute callback, or someone goes to a voicemail whenever it's after hours, or someone goes to a voicemail when there was just no one that picked up for whatever reason for so long. So that might be a different task. So we will say, hey, this is the voicemail callback and this is the 50-minute callback, where the voicemail callback, we always give ourselves 2 hours, or we give ourselves 12 hours or whatever. Like we can make this really specific. We can even say, depending on what persons say, and we ask them, hey, what are you calling in for? And they say sales or customer support or attention or whatever, right? We can create different tasks for different voicemails they leave or when they didn't connect, so we can branch it out so we always know what's going on. Here in the IVR, we have a new node here now, and this node is create a task. So whenever someone here in this wait node now says, hey, no, I don't want to wait anymore, I actually want to get a call back in 50 minutes, we can just say, what? Whenever we go here, this route, we will create this task. All the settings are done. We can add a little description here and override whatever we've set on the task category. But at the same time, we can say whenever we hit a voicemail, we can say create this task whenever someone went to that voicemail, and then we have that task created as well. So it's pretty flexible in the way you can do it. So let's actually try it out and see what happens. Just to clarify real quick, we have the wait for agent node here, and we say, hey, we want to send those calls to everyone in the queue customer support. We have the customer support queue defined here. It's a ring group right now. So, and the ring group is set up as ring everyone in the CS team, but if they're not available, we don't ring them. This agent here, for example, is sitting in lunch right now. That agent wouldn't be ringed. We could obviously also set it up that he would be ringed even if he's in pause and he needs to manually accept. We can have an IVR route into a normal queue where everyone that's available and licensed in that state will get the call. But in this example, we don't really want to get the call. We want to see what happens when the customer goes through the IVR and then at some point decides, oh no, I'm pressing 1 now. I actually want to get a call back and see how that all funnels through. So let's just call in.
Thank you for calling Medicare Advisors, your Medicare plan specialists. We are glad you called and we will take good care of you. Please stay on the line so we can serve you accurately. This call may be recorded. If you would prefer not to be recorded, just let your representative know.
Now we have made great music. We can obviously customize this. We can change the voice. We can pre-record them in the app so we can use, our voices for the IVR, whatever we want.
We know your time is valuable and someone will be with you very shortly. Please stay on the line. Or if you would rather not wait, press 1 now and we will call you back as soon as a specialist is free. Thank you. We have scheduled your call back for about 15 minutes from now. A specialist from Medicare Advisors will call you back soon. Goodbye.
Now the call ends. This is exactly what we wanted to happen. So if we go back here real quick in the IVR, we can see we wanted from a point in time, which has been here, which is set up all the way here at the bottom. If you press 1 after tier 3, this is when we want to get, and we routed it here, created a 50-minute task, confirmed it, and then we were hanging up. Now, what's cool is everyone that is part of the CS team now got a notification that they have a task assigned. The task is called exactly how we wanted it to be called. We can click it, immediately come into here. We see who it's assigned to. We see all the options we have. We even see the lead details. We could now even listen to the recording. Obviously, for managers, they have the same thing. They see exactly which tasks are due, when are they due, what needs attention, what doesn't. Obviously, it's just that task. If we would start working here, we say, hey, we're going to take this call now. The moment we would make the call back, we know, okay, this call is in progress right now. So no one else picks up that call, which is also super valuable now here, because we know immediately who's working on that task right now. So not multiple people pick up that task at the same time. And that obviously works all the way through. So this is IVRs combining it together with task management, obviously super powerful, and yeah, happy for everyone to try it out and happy to get some feedback. Awesome. Thank you.